lot has happened in the world of Rocket League modding in the past year and a half or so. The pro Rocket League player Lethamyr sort of came out of nowhere with his coding skills that nobody knew about, and he's now created some of the most hilarious and fun Rocket League maps that have ever been made, some of which we'll look at later on in the video. The dribbling and aerial challenge maps have been updated, and some are really amazing, and some really difficult new maps have been added as well. Now obviously this is subjective to say which maps are the best or the craziest. These are just the ones that I found the most amazing or the most fun, and I've done a mixture of multiplayer maps and also ones that you can just sort of jump in by yourself and have fun with. As always, let us know down below in the comments which maps are your favorites, or maybe how you would have ordered the list differently. Number 10 on my list goes to GLHGLH with his amazing Rocket League Quidditch map. Now when you take other sports, whether they're fictional sports like Quidditch from Harry Potter or real sports, and you try to apply them into Rocket League, it really does take a lot of creativity to pull them off. These things don't just simply transfer over into Rocket League and into Unreal, and this Quidditch map is really one of the best adaptations I think I've seen. Obviously, you're trying to hit the ball into one of these 3 rings, and I think the best part of this map is just how giant it is. So yeah, little tip, if you're gonna make a map where the cars need to fly, you need to make it gigantic. But yeah, this one's super fun.
Oh yeah. I don't like
Hey,
that.
you want this, Rizzo?
Oh
no, dude! Let's go!
Oh my god.
That's all you
I'm like, oh,
Got you with the booty.
Oh no.
You guys literally get the best power-ups I've ever seen in my life.
Number 9 goes to Lethamyr's Prop Hunt map. Now, if you've ever wanted your Rocket League car just to transform into some random ass object, this may be the game mode for you. This map is ridiculously massive, and obviously, it's amazing that Lethamyr has made it possible to have Prop Hunt in Rocket League. There's different ways to play this, but it's basically hide and seek, and if you get demoed by the seeker, then you go and help find the other props. Now, these maps are really amazing because they take Rocket League and the Unreal Engine, and they go beyond just hitting a ball around, or some variation of hitting a ball around. These are the kinds of things that Rocket League needs available for the casual fans to just jump in and play. There could literally be an entire community and entire communities and content creators centered around just one little fun game mode like this. Some of the biggest esports and games in the world, including the entire Battle Royale genre and even MOBAs, they just came from mods of other games. So if modding were more available for Rocket League, this could happen, and I would personally love that. I think that Rocket League needs that. Number 8 actually goes to a map that's not in Rocket League, but in Fortnite. This one was made by Slurp. Now I've got a link to his YouTube channel in the description below if you want to check out some of his stuff. This almost functions like primitive Rocket League because obviously you don't have the same boost in physics and walls, but it's pretty hilarious regardless. Basically, you need someone to be in the baller in the middle and everyone else riding around on ATVs, and you know, though it's not technically Rocket League because the physics are not the same and the boost and stuff like that, I figured that it belonged on this list because it is pretty hilarious. Number 7 goes to the Booster Rooster map by Durzo. Now this one's great because even though it's meant to be played with others, it's still just fun to jump in and sort of drive around. It's basically like a Rocket League water slide. I feel like that's the best way I could describe it. It's like Mario Kart meets Rocket League meets water slide. Again, this is a really cool way to enjoy Rocket League and Rocket League mechanics and physics without it just being you hitting a ball around or hitting a ball into the other team's goal. Like, this is super unique and super fun. Number 6 on my list goes to the Volleyball map, also made by Durzo. You know, John Sandman has been saying this for a long time, and everyone who plays this says it. This needs to be in the game. It just has that simple feel to it like Rocket League does. It's so good, but it's also super difficult and very different at the same time. Like, it's really hard to get used to the bounces off the walls and the way your car flies. Even though it's just simply low gravity and a limited boost, yeah, it's one of my favorite things to do in Rocket League besides just playing regular car soccer. Number 5 goes to a Lethamyr map, and this one's the water polo map. Whoever thought that Rocket League could have a water polo version? I guess Lethamyr did. I think this is one of my favorites because of how unique it is. Maps like this really show what's possible for this game because the water really looks and feels really good. And I'm hoping that when Epic takes over Rocket League, maybe they'll have the time and the energy and the money to invest in creating a really polished version of some of these game modes. Even if it was only out like every once in a while the way Fortnite does, even if it was just available for like 10 days or 30 days or something like that, I think people would really love that. Number 4 goes to the Speed Jump Boost map created by DMC. Now this map is probably the best, if not one of the best challenge courses in the Steam Workshop. And it's one of those maps that really tests those weird skills like your timing and really just your overall car control. I love the idea of needing to fly through these boosts as well and having to really conserve your boost as you go. If you've never tried this one, you'll probably get stuck on the first wall part where you have to like dodge sideways and land on the walls because it's really weird at first. Lots of good stuff in this one, and also it is insanely difficult. But yeah, if you're on PC, this and other maps like this are fantastic for improving car control, and I know they may seem irrelevant in some ways, but they're super helpful. And DMC has multiple other speed jumps as well as multiple other ring maps as well.
So you gotta kill momentum quick here on the way down. Make going up a lot easier. Good. Oh my gosh. This shit crazy. We did it. Holy hour. Exactly an hour. Oh my gosh. Took a whole hour to do that shit. I actually just wasted my time doing that for an hour. Jesus. Give it a try, guys.
All right, number 3 on my list goes to the Obstacle Course version 2. Now, if you've watched my channel for a long time, you know that I love the first obstacle course made by French Fries, and I've loved it ever since I saw Jazer freestyling in it. That's kind of been a goal of mine, is to just be able to freestyle through it. But the second version is much harder and more extensive. And you know, I said that speed jumps are good for practicing car control, but honestly, these might be even better. Of course, French Fries is also the mind behind the dribbling challenges. Now, if you want to feel bad about yourself, just go watch Jazer freestyling through this one. I just don't think I'll ever have that level of car control. Number 2 is pretty random, but I just loved it so much and I lost like 45 minutes just playing it, just trying to make a basket. And yeah, it's basically the basketball map made by Wavy Wolfgang. This one is a great little game mode where you can work on your air dribbling accuracy, but I am warning you, it is stupidly hard and may cause you to lose more time than you anticipated. Alright guys, number 1 on my list is one of the funniest experiences you can have in Rocket League, and it is the Wiffle Ball game mode by GLHGLH. Now, I have no idea how he made this, but it's brilliant. It literally feels like a wiffle ball, and I have to say, I actually think it's better than the curveball mod that was added. It is basically curveball, just it kind of feels lighter. If you've ever played wiffle ball, you know that feeling when you absolutely smash the ball and it just goes like 15 feet? It's basically that, but perfectly simulated in Rocket League. The ball feels light and wispy and just like completely out of control. It's beautiful.
Oh, you son of a... Oh, you... Hey, excuse me, sis?
Wait, John. John?
What the fuck? This is some bullshit, man.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. My hope is that more and more people will be able to have access to these kinds of maps, even though it is possible that Rocket League Workshop maps won't be a part of the future for Rocket League, with Epic Games buying the game and maybe eventually moving it to their platform and getting rid of Steam altogether. Maybe we'll see maps like this become available easily for everyone in the Epic Games store when Rocket League is fully over on Epic Games. Regardless of whether they're on console or PC, like maybe it'll be to the point where it doesn't matter, like you won't have to be on PC and you won't have to do all the IP stuff or download textures. And as you probably know already, you have to be on PC to try these out, which is a huge bummer in my opinion. Rocket League creative mode incoming? We'll see. But anyways, thanks for watching. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. Peace out.